Testing. Let me turn that up a little bit. Testing 2. Alright. Welcome to episode 511 of Beauty Magazine and the World of Beauty Magazine. Beauty Magazine is a Sims 4 story of a once thriving, now struggling fashion magazine. That story takes place in the year 2008 when there was still, back then there was still lots of fashion magazines and still being published and on newsstands and all that, unlike these days. It's just before the 2009 market crash and all that, with the housing and all that, when things started getting expensive and, So, anyway, there's that story and the story of the different characters that work at the magazine and their families. And then over time we've added in other characters and situations and jobs they do. I've added in characters from my previous Sims plays. And that's like the World of Beauty Magazine, where I've expanded things. I've also done a prequel for our, I've worked on a prequel for our main character and a few other characters. And used the Sims 3 and Sims 4 to tell that story. But we've also used other games. We've used American Truck Simulator and had truck drivers. And for the past 2 weeks we've been playing this game after it came out because it fits the theme. And Shades Cosmetics is a company that I came up with back when I was playing Sims 2, and it's part of the Beauty Magazine story, and so I used that name for the store in this game. We are getting close to finishing the actual store part of this game, and I'm trying to knock it out. We still have the option of playing the salon across the street. I mean, they call it a barber shop, but we've played it a little bit, but you don't have to play it at the same time. So I'm hoping that I can finish this off within the next day or so and play some Sims again, because I want to do some stuff in the Sims, possibly using custom content and mods. I've actually been downloading a few. I didn't install them though, because just my luck, they're all going to conflict with each other or something, or haven't, or didn't get updated recently, or but I've been doing that and looking through some, and I'm not exactly sure what I'm trying to do, but it's something that fits the theme. Cosmetology school, other building salons, building retail stores like this, something. But I want more gameplay. I want to get back to how I felt when I played Sims 2 Open for Business and was running stores and things, and I just haven't really done that in The Sims 4. I mean, even with business and hobbies, I still haven't gotten back to doing that. And it kind of bums me out. I want to, I'm not sure if I'm going to, when I come up with a story or whatever for the cosmetology school or store, will I be doing that as part of the main story, or will I do some sort, maybe it's part of the prequel, maybe something else, I don't know. But and then let me put this part in here now that I know that's working. Now, I started this just now at 1:30. which means depending on how things go, I might do 2 long streams instead of one 12-hour stream. Depending on how things are going. You know, while we're doing that, I'm gonna try to organize it back here a little bit more. You know, here. This is my box of boxes. Because we got some more clothing yesterday, and it's all over there, and I don't want it there. So it might be time to move the shoes. Oh, did I not change the prices on the new things? Come on, get me there, get me there, get me there, get me there. Yeah, we did unlock a few things last night, you know. This one. Okay, 145. 180. Okay. Alright, there. Okay, that's better. Let's go grab. I want to get these bags up here. I might need to do that. I need to leave room for the mannequin, these things, the wigs, because we're gonna have more of those coming. That's the jewelry. We might want to turn that. Although you've got this doing this thing. Yeah, we might be running out of room back here again. Do you have these? No, you don't. I mean, we really only have room for 4 more racks. I mean, I suppose at some point we'll have to try to consolidate down on something. But I mean, I'm still ordering full racks of these things. Yeah. I mean, I can't get through a day without. I mean, they buy all this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 boxes at a time. That's 50. I suppose I could get away with it, but I mean, out there we're putting 24 at a time. There's 5 in a box. So that's 5 boxes go out there. And then 5 more boxes back here. Or, well, how many of those do I have right now? you got 69 total. That's 14 boxes worth. And that's right around where I want to keep things. Well, anyway, we'll figure it out. So, if anybody missed it, I only have 2 more chunks left to buy to expand this place. Last night, I bought the next chunk. These are like double length chunks, or at least this one was. It caught me by surprise because it went way far back there because we were here and it went zoom like that. So right away I'm like, okay, we're gonna do this, and if we do that, we'll be in good shape with the clothing because that frees up a lot of the ones that I have left will probably fit in there, and I've been able to kind of move all these back, give me some more display case room. At some point here, I gotta cut down on how many handbags I got out here. I'm gonna have to cut down to. I mean, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You got 6. Yeah, I gotta cut these down to like 6 each. Isn't that what you have? Yeah, I do. I have 6 each. Well, then you can't really cut down more, can you? Unless you cut down to less than 6. But the big problem I have is when I buy the next group of wigs, the next group of wigs will take up the same spot, the same amount of room as these if I want to have this many racks of them. We sell through these. I need to have this many on display at all times. You know, the restockers can't keep up with this if I were to cut down. I believe the next chunk is going to cost me $1 million. Yep. So we have plenty of store level for that to get the last 2 chunks. I think that this is lying to me. I think this is supposed to say 4x8. Because they've always said 4x4, but I think it's 4x8. And I believe we have 8 of these left. Yeah, 8 licenses left. Now, but I'm sure by the time I get both of these 2 things done, we'll be getting very close on these things. But there's still several things that need to go on displays. I mean, these are all the wigs right here. 7 more, which means 14 displays. We've got, this is a display, that's a display, that's a display. So that's 3 right there. So even at 4 each, that's still 12 more displays. Here's one. That's that would be 16 displays. get another gift set and a tote bag. So that, that's 24. So yeah, 24 more displays. We got one more shoe. That's some sort of shoe. That's the kind. I think that's the kind where it's got the. It's like a sandal where it doesn't have a back on it. It's a slip-in sandal type heel or shoe. And we've got the red ones where they're open-toed like a sandal, but they're not always open-toed. So like a slipper or a sandal. Flip, not necessarily a flippy flop, because you put it, you wearing heels, you don't necessarily want them flip flopping. I'm sure some do, but you probably have to have some real good coordination to be walking in a heel where the thing's all moving around on the bottom. You know. I could just imagine the twisted ankles that would cause if that thing doesn't have a solid foundation. So let's see. This is probably a good one to do next. Because it's only going to have one display, but I need the room for that. I guess I'm going to start. Let's do this. Let's as long as I can take at least 3 out of an area to get started anyway. So we don't have a lot of bags left, do we? Let's do it. Well, let's see if we can. That's the other kind of bag. You're not looking at the right ones. You have 8 racks. Okay, we gotta go get our cardboard box. Cause we gotta cut down. What are you doing? Damn it, don't be getting stuck again. You don't have a place to put that, do you? I'll deal with you in a minute. Alert my Star Destroyer to prepare for my arrival. Which apparently originally was bring my shuttle. I don't know if this is the right box or not. Okay, well it is. Okay, well you did do something, so I don't know what we did wrong. It's probably this thing here, because you put stuff there. Yeah, it's causing problems. I don't really want to do it this way, but we'll do it this way for now. That's right. We took a hit with the employees were complaining or something, so we took a hit on that for a few days. Haze and makeup. Alright, let's aim for 60 when we do these now. Because I gotta cut down on how many... I'm gonna need storage racks. Dang, we must not have bought very many of these. Well, we must not have sold very many. And you need to put a wig on when you're standing out there in front. They're wigging out on me. You've got storage rack for that, but you gotta... I mean, think about this. If you've got 6 racks times 6, that's 36. So double that to 72. That's kind of what you've been maintaining. But you only need... Yeah, so... Did you seriously clean that up already? Damn, would you actually all work together on that real quick? Five times 6 is 30. So, yeah. But you... No, we don't have more. You just have to have overflow shelving. Yeah, you're doing... No, that's 5 boxes. 5 boxes back here, and those are full. So, this is exactly what I want. We are managing this. The only time it's going to matter is the next time one of these goes viral. And in that case, they'll just have to be sitting at the curb. How many more bags do we have coming? One here. So we only have one more bag. Unless I'm mistaken, I only see one more. Okay. Alright. So this doesn't have to be bags. Well, you could just do this right now. Well, these are both still full. That's fine. Now by doing that, you can kind of move these over a little bit so that you got more room over there. Maybe turn this one over this direction and put clothing on it. I mean, this is not a killer thing to have that like that. We just for now. Yeah, we just gotta. We don't have a lot. What did I say? We had one more shoe coming. So. And currently we have this rack here. And we were doing pretty good on just, I mean, heck, it'll fit up there, I guess. So, yeah. Because that's only really two racks that we're using for the shoes. Yeah. Yeah, I got plenty of room to add. So it's probably going to look like this. A black mule is probably going to look like these, only a black whatever the hell, the top. The top part is going to be black. I'm not a what do you call it, cobbler or shoemaker or whatever the hell they. I'm not a blacksmith, damn it. I'm not a doctor either. Although technically, back in the day, I'm a cosmetologist, so way back when, I would have been considered a doctor with a little extra training. Okay. All right, and then let's just leave that there for now. Yeah, we'll consolidate the wigs down because the way things are going right now, I have not been buying that many wigs, so let's start consolidating. I need to make room for 7. You don't have to do all these. I mean, you've probably done the 7 by now. Yeah. How about we put the red wig? Well, no, just shut up. No, I don't want you to. Just do what you're doing here. Order some stuff. Get on with this, because you're delaying. You don't have as many displays for these. That's what's going on right now. Okay. So let's fix that. And you only put out 2 racks for those. What did I... You put one there. Yeah. And then these 2 here. Yeah. So reverse these 2. Or... Yeah. Yeah. And here they come. I have a feeling they're going to bring one of them back. Alright, I'm going to leave 2 spots here in case they bring some boxes back. Because I might be underestimating... whatever the hell I'm saying. Yeah, she's coming back with a box. With only 1 in it, but still. So, how many... You only have 48 right now, and they're putting 1 back? No, you got 55. So, 54 is our current limit on those until we get another display of them. But that's going to be the limit. So 9 boxes worth is our limit without... You're currently... Yeah, you need to... 5 racks... And you increased these to... That's only 4. So 4 boxes out here, 5 back there. That's 9. That's 9. Yeah. 9? 9, 9, 9, 9, 9. Are you denying it? 9. Alright, I need to place an order and get this going, because I need to do some stuff here. these we're still going to let's just get one box of everything. Yeah, not that one. Let's I forget what we're trying to do on that. Well, 70 seems to be working for you, so do that. Break the 70. Open. Assume our position. And then I'm going to get up and go do some stuff. while this is doing its thing. I will be back. What if he doesn't come back? Well, then that's the view everybody will have until the stream ends in 12 hours. Sorry about that. It took a little longer than I expected. But rather than delaying the start of the stream to do those things, I jumped right into the stream because this, when I'm waiting for the day to go, is nothing but me waiting. So, all right, nobody complained. It's a two birds, one stone thing. You might as well use up some of the time while I'm. I mean, at least we have the gameplay while I'm away. Unlike all the other times when I've got to put the be right back thing up. Yeah, the thing up. That's what I was trying to say. Alright, before we do anything, okay, we're down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, just 4. There's 5. Alright, we're down to 5. 5 times 6 is 30. And then 5 times 6 back there is 30. So we have 4 and 4. How many total do we have? You're forgetting to do things. Yeah, I know. Alright, you're only in the 40s right now with these. That was a big drop. Okay. So that's 24 out there. if you're doing 4. And then 30 in back. That's 54 total. Yeah, 54. Now I remember that. So, grab one of these. George. Thank you. You know, personal bubble. Oops, I don't want to look too many on that. Well, if you go back in the back room and see extras, let's go see. Well, they'd have to be on the shelf already. You don't even have all these on the shelf yet. 1, 2, that's 10 boxes, that's 50. 50 back here alone. I believe 70 was the threshold. Out there you can put 20. Well, actually, out there you can put 24. So 24 out there, that's 5 boxes worth. And 50 here. So 74 is your threshold for going over your storage. Ma'am? Nope. I said 74. I can see Yoo-hoo. Yoo-hoo? Yeah, Yoo-hoo's going to be a problem today. And Yahoo and YouTube and all that thing is going to be a problem today. Stop lagging behind. Of course, that only works if they actually put them all out, because they don't always fill the shelf back there, out there. So I can see them overflowing, because they're dumb. Speaking of which, which? I don't know, sandwich? Damn it, that's not what I... No, that is what I'm holding the green box. I'm holding the green box and it's giving that label. Alright. Okay. Glitch City. I have not seen that before. Yeah, you got a whole box shelf for that. Okay, we need to move these over. that's right. We got room on the upper. So we're good on that. Let's all right. Let's look at this. Is anything in dire need? I mean, because we did kind of go over on the last day, so. Let's take a look here. These are perfect the way they are. So the counts for the last two bags, whatever they are, that's what we'll base the thing on. So 54 is our threshold. Alright, let's try to go scoop up some. Dummy? Yeah. Let's open. Because we need the money. We need the money, Rock. We need the money, and I want to work. I want to go back to work at the pet shop. Gloria needs the help, even though she's rude. You don't have to mess with these. You've got good amounts on these. You're just trying to fix these. But you got to have an empty box for something first. So let's go try to do this. This might be pushing it. I should probably have looked for something that's only got one. Let's do that. Let's. By the time I get back, if this is the one with the least, maybe they'll have bought some. Okay, there's 2 of those. Yeah, that's the one. Hey, George. Bye, George. I think I was standing. Okay, we could do that one. At least I think we can. See, like I said, by the time I get back... Alright, now let's go get... The white shirt only had 2. Or the... Yeah, the pink pajamas only had 2. what's left? Pretty much, okay, we need to do that one and that one. Yeah. But I have to be able to put well, do this and do that, and we can at least empty another one. Thank you, ma'am. You're really helping. You emptied my box. That's excellent. Okay. Well, well, that almost worked. We can go down there and get a couple more of them bags. Sometimes all you need is the shoppers to do the work for you. Somebody take that bag or take one of them, and we're all set. Oh, we're making some money. I wonder if that's a square layer. There's this, when we're in school, there's this, one of the haircuts we learn is called the square layer. And that's basically, when you hold the hair out this way, and you cut like this, but you're holding it also kind of like a box, so it's like straight out from where it is, so you could like draw a square on there. So it'd be like holding a cube to the back of her head. You know, you're not making a shark fin with the hair, you're making more like a rectangle sticking out. Yeah. And that would give it more, little bit less of, probably closer to what she's wearing, where it's less of a U shape. Or maybe it's the other way around. I forget. That's that was 13 years ago. Yeah, well, you're a licensed hairdresser. You should still remember it. Okay, it's been a few years since I've given that haircut. Okay, I don't remember how it fell. You still are supposed to remember. How are you supposed to ever have a YouTube channel where you demonstrate hairstyles if you can't remember something like that? Well, that could always be a reason to do a demo, to find out what it does, to remind myself. Hairdresser does haircuts on mannequins to try to remember what he learned. Yeah, okay, whatever, dude. You think that'll get you through the day? No, I'm not going to do that. First of all, standing up and doing haircuts requires me to stand up. And coming home after working at the grocery store, I want to do anything but stand. That reminds me, I was supposed to soak my feet today because I'm not off on Saturday. But then again, I'm off at 1 on Saturday, so I could still soak my feet. I should probably do it then. It's too much information, but if you've been around my channel, then you know that. And if you haven't, well, welcome to my channel. I sometimes soak my feet. Here we go. We can get this. No, we can't. Yeah, we can. All right. Well, hey, we're halfway to the next expansion. If it weren't for needing to buy the products. You've still got too many of these. Do we? Yeah. Do we cheat them? Yeah. How? Every which way but loose, that's how. Any which way we can. You don't have extras of that? No. I'm mad at you now. Okay, there's no customers in the building right now. No. New rule. No customers, you go to the next page. Next day. Because, well, hey, that'll keep me from restocking as much. Okay, brown dress. Okay, feathered and a ponytail. So wigs and a dress. We'll make it 73 in case they're leaving that empty spot out there. Because they're too dumb to fill it. We need clothing. Let's not forget that you have full racks for these. You can keep 160 in the back. Alone. Or 160 alone in the back. So you can really stock up on these. Yeah. So let's do that. Let's really spend some money on the clothing. So 2 boxes at least, without doing too much math here. That would put me over. Do that one. Yeah. 160 on the clothes. basically 2 boxes of shoes. Because there's the ones I put out and the ones I put back. So the racks themselves, if we're doing, I believe we're doing 2 racks or 3 racks. I believe it's 2. I mean, 2 racks gets us 108. What the hell are you talking about? You're being an idiot. Go out here and count this, you idiot. $18. I don't know where the hell you're getting 108 from. Okay, you can put 18 out here. So that's assuming they fill it all the way, because it looks like they're doing a good job on these. Isn't this called the strap? Yeah, it might be called the strap. Okay, 108 plus 18 would be 126. So 126 is your threshold. That's over. So that's telling me right now that you've probably got an extra box of some of these. Okay, both of the red ones and the slippers are probably overcrowded back here. Well, they probably didn't put them on the shelf yet. True. True that, dog. Stop putting this crap over here. You have racks for it over here. I'm gonna have to write these. I'm gonna have to like make a list of these things and just say, okay, no more than this. Probably the best thing I could do is make a text file on the other laptop and just have that up. Instead of, I used to write things down all the time, but having the option of just looking at the other screen, you know. Why don't you just do it? Okay, plug the keyboard in. I was dragging the tray table that's underneath my kitchen table towards me, but I had to reach for it. And now you can get that visual. Yay you. Okay, so, get out of here with your fucking AI crap. I don't want... Shut up about fucking AI. Pardon the language, but you know. AI has its uses, but intruding on what I'm trying to do without me asking is not one of them. Storage out. All right. Okay. Help with my stupid headphone cord. Get out of my way. Get out of my way. Shoes. We decided on 126. Clothes. We were doing 160. Well, actually more than that. It's 36 plus... Is it 36? I believe it's 48 out there. It's 48 plus 160 equals 208. Shoes was 18 plus 108 equals 126. Handbags Sorry you can't see that right now, but well, let's make it so they can see it. Well, then I'm not going to be typing on that computer. Just chill then. Just keep doing what you were doing, damn it. It's 24 plus 30 equals 54. Wigs. We're doing 23. Well, it's 24 plus 60. 84. What the hell? What? Damn it, let me move that. Quit being an asshole, Windows. The rest of this stuff doesn't matter if what else was there? Jewelry. Jewelry doesn't matter because it's individual. Gotta figure out the glasses. Glass is the problem right now. We'll worry about that later. So, really? Let's say /53. No, not the handbags. That's If the handbags, they do a good job. It's the wigs that are glitched. And then so are the items on when they go to fill the makeup stands, the cameras and stuff. I don't know what it is, but they never want to fill those little sponge thingies, the brushes, the makeup brush things. Okay, so we're good on this because I don't want to. Wait, how am I getting? How did I get that as my count? That's clothing. I think you're off on this. Let's go back here. No, you seem to be right on the money. Am I... $24. How many do I have of the blue ones right now? $70. So that means you've got 10 out there? What the hell? You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 40, 56 back here. And 24 out here. That would give you 80. Okay, you're... Well, yeah, you'd be... Because the one box only has one in it. Or something like that. So you have 70 total out of a possible 74. Oh, that's why I'm okay. Okay, the box holds 5 of these, not 6. I times 6 by 10. It's okay. All right, that's where I got off. Okay. It is 74. Got off track, not other got off. You get off that gutter. The handbags come in 6s, the wigs come in 5s. All right. So let me look at the gray one and the curly one. and the blonde bob and the braid. So the bob and the braid. And then all right, we can go ahead and get an extra box of those. Put us right on the money. With Liberty Coin, we're right on the money. The Airy Crop and the Mocha. Yep. So that should be able to fit on those shelves back there. That's right, they're not taking as much for the next few days. Oh, okay, I'm barely over. All right. Barely over a barrel? Yeah. How you doing? Y'all want the lights on or off? I mean, that's a different vibe. Hmm. Oh, that's nice, Emma. I wish you luck with that. She's building a social app for gamers. Okay, today at 7, the Pistons play. That's still 4 hours. 3 hours. 3 hours. You and your math today. Yeah. Oh, okay. They're doing a starting the 12th. There's a the event in The Sims is going to be a Bridgerton masquerade ball fashion event. I guess you're gonna get masks and dresses related to a ball based on that Bridgerton show. I almost started watching that a few years back when I was doing my orphanage story, and I was watching. I watched a bunch of like World War II stuff from England. I watched a bunch. Like shows based on World War II. I watched Downton Abbey all the way through, and I've seen the movies. Um, you know, all sorts of things I was like watching based on England, and I watched Call a Midwife. Just because I'm not from England. I don't know, but I started watching that first episode, and I'm like, okay, well, I think this is a little bit too far back in history to start watching this. It didn't fit the vibe I was going for at the time, or I just something came up and I didn't keep watching it. I went looking for something else instead, and apparently it's still going. So, all right. Okay, I need to warm up my coffee. This may or may not take me longer than the day here because I meant to get up already, but I didn't. I might be making a pot of coffee, so it might take a little extra time. if anybody's watching. But I'll be right back. When I'm back. You know. When I come back, that will be the amount of right back it took. boy. So I think I came up with some backstory for a certain character. Yeah. So we've got the story of Beth Berkshire. She's the one who's our hair and beauty writer, and her father Byron was raised by a father that, you know, one of them. I don't want to use the word conservative, but because I don't like people throw that word around a lot, and some are really extremely conservative, and some just think they are, and some think they're defending their beliefs and still voting for people that go against them, and so I don't want. I'm trying not to label it, but the bottom line is Byron's father was the type to say you have to get a real job to support your family. In a nutshell. You can't be doing artsy things and fun things. You got to do something that's going to put food on the table and pay the bills. So that's why Byron ended up with some sort of office job. I don't know what, but okay, the stream playback over there is a little bit slow. All right, nope, we still got customers in here. Okay, there's nothing going on here. All right, nobody's watching at the moment, so I'm not going to tell the story. If it tells me somebody's watching, I'll start telling the story of what I came up with, but, you know, y'all got to earn that. Says me. You know, maybe that give me a reason to get back into The Sims and play The Sims or something, but we need to do the backstory of Beth. A little bit more, you know, that's one possibility. Or possibly a different story of somebody that grew up and wanted to become a hairdresser or something. But, the way I look at it, the people working at the magazine, for the most part, aside from Dana, the younger ones, with Jocelyn probably being the youngest. God damn, quit with the damn buffering! I don't need this goddamn buffering crap. Great. Now it's fucked up again. Now it's doing this damn buffering. It's always something. It's always something. God, always you know, I'm just going along, just doing my thing here, coming up with ideas for shit, and now YouTube's got to fuck with me. Maybe that's why nobody's watching. Maybe it started buffering for them. Yeah, yeah. It's like now it's like 30 seconds to a minute behind. There's like barely anybody. There might be one person home right now, so it's not like we're using up all the internet. But I'm looking over at the video over there, and it's dragging slowly. Well, there was no way I was going to be able to do this stream in one episode if it was going to go longer than 12 hours.